Y bueno, lo continuamos justo donde lo dejamos, que fue pasando la prueba de la oscuridad. Vamos a la siguiente. Por aquí es por donde llegamos. Entonces la siguiente debe estar por allá. Corre, Senua, corre.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Como disimulan las partes de carga, ¿no? Oh. Esa puerta huele a puzzle. Oh, como los portales.
Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world.
Okay.
It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here. Can we stay?
Veamos.
Let's stay here. The bridge.
Yo presupongo que será bajar el puente de allá, pero no tengo idea.
Let's cross it.
Está cerrado. Hay que abrirlo por el otro lado. ¿Tú qué eres? Oh.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts.
He loves you. Thank you. Dillian, we're nearly here.
Ahora usamos la máscara. Ok, ahora podemos llegar allá. Pero ¿dónde estará la runa?
Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe.
Ok. Otra máscara.
Dillian, there he is. What are you waiting for? Find a way. Find him. Go through. He disappears. Dillian, where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark world. The dark and the curse. Dillian believed in you.
Vea. Pero
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
antes que nada.
Fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one,
Baldur
they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldur's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
You can't go up. Not in this world. Dillian's in the tower.
Cambiamos de mundo entonces.
You can't.
La historia de Baldur, que nada le puede hacer daño excepto el muérdago, porque dijeron, nah, ¿qué va a hacer el muérdago?
You have no chance.
Y todo eso nomás para abrir esta puerta. Tampoco ve mucho sentido abrir esa puerta cuando puedes entrar por aquí. ¿O no? Está por aquí.
Look what happens to the things you love.
¿No? Parece que no.
Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dillian's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel?
No, tiene que ser por allá adentro. Pero, ¿por dónde?
Dillian doesn't know who killed him, but we do. Do you remember meeting him beneath the tree?
¿Por dónde será? Tiene que ser por aquí, pero...
I saw that she was strong. Do you remember how he made you feel?
Ahí. Podría ser...
He saw who she could be. He saw who she really was. He saw the warrior within.
Oh, ahí.
Senua, you've got it. Why isn't he here? He's gone. He's in the dark world. He's gone to the dark world. You're in the wrong reason world. She's alive at all. He's in the other world. The dark world. Without
Ahora volvemos y está abierto.
Your curse has claimed Dillian. He was kind. There he is. Where are you taking him? He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way.
Hay que rearmar esto, pero... Justo ahí. Casi. Ahora sí.
Curse. And now the darkness is swallowing you both.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true?" Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian.
Más runas.
She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past.
La levanta como si fuera que.
Her future.
Por aquí está. Ya lo vi.
Two realities.
Justo ahí.
Tearing at her soul.
Excelente. Pero este se abre por el otro lado. Y usamos la máscara, supongo. Así es.
Laughing at you. Curse cannot wait if they take you no closer to Dillian. That's Dillian, and you're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle?
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Por hacerle caso a Loki. Ahí hay una, pero está en el sentido contrario. De regreso.
You have blood on your hands. You are guilty. Was it worth it?
Excelente. Cómo ha cambiado el puente, ¿no? Y desde ahí podemos acceder a la otra runa. Excelente, excelente. No es tan complicado.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance. Why didn't you listen to him? This love has tortured you, and it tortures you. He didn't believe that she was cursed. He saved you when everyone else turned their backs. What if this is pointless?
Oh.
What are you doing?
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Balder's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his two sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped...
Sí, los nórdicos también le tenían su respectiva tortura a cada dios también. Falta una, ¿no?
drips onto Loki's face, He writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Do you remember what it was to touch him?
Aquí está esa runa, pero ¿dónde? Oh, excelente. La más sencilla de todas.
Do you remember what it was?
Y ahora podemos cruzar.
Just minute by minute by minute. What does she think she's doing? You're special. Nothing
Corre, Senua, corre.
special.
Que yo quiero esa espada, Senua, corre.
The gods are just playing. What if the gods are laughing?
Messing with her.
It wouldn't be this.
Ay, por favor.
First time.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld
You're going to fall.
and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel.
She can do it. You can do it.
I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see,
Very careful.
and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillion's arms.
Vamos, Senua,
And to
solo
see the
hazlo con
world through his
cuidado.
Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Go to him.
Senua, no.
Careful.
Senua, no. Listo, ya llegaste. Y se lanza, ¿no?
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the
¿Eso significa que debo saltar yo también?
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So if someone is afraid of the dark, should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you and only you can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
Oh,
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy.
They're taking your memories to torture you.
They're taking you from the inside.
You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it
entonces
disappears.
de las historias o es otra prueba.
They're going to
Ay,
take
sí es.
everything you have.
The memories of
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel... I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Vamos, carga, tú puedes, tú puedes.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's... feels wrong. It feels strange.
¿Ahora qué? ¿Cuál es la prueba?
There he is.
There he is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house. He's
Find-
going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
The air.
Where's it gone? Keep going.
How do you find it? It's just a trial.
It's just a test.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me. The stench of rot. She can almost taste
Se
it.
acerca la oscuridad,
Do you smell
Senua.
it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian at the
Creo que
end.
era una runa.
For the water. She
Entonces,
could taste the rot. No
otra
one
vez.
else could.
Más
She
portales.
knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up,
You have to fix it.
no one was laughing,
We're going to fix it.
and they knew
Eh,
that she was not like
Supongo
that.
que tengo que subir.
You have to get to the house. You have to find
Sí.
Dillian.
Ok. Excelente. Pero no alcanzo esa escalera.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died,
Whoop.
then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end,
Me da mucha curiosidad cómo
because the dead
habrán
return to
programado
haunt the
esos
living.
portales.
If you see the death moon,
Ahora, focus.
because there will be death in that house.
Fixed it. Get to the house. You succeeded. Now you have to find him.
Quick, get
Excelente.
to the house. Get to the house.
¿Es una casa gamer o por qué hay
It doesn't
tanta
finish
luz?
until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to
Senua!
get him.
Come to me. Where are
¿Dónde
you?
estás?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Are you in there?
You have to find him.
Come out if you are.
Dillian! They're coming for me!
Ok.
It's Dillian. Go to him. Go to him. He's trying to save me. Don't let it see you.
It is.
Go towards it. There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. Run! Run now!
¡Ay! ¡No! ¡Corre!
You came through the wrong door.
Me recuerda a las persecuciones de los Outlast.
You can't defend
Dillian.
yourself.
It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where's Dillian? Where are we?
Ok, está por aquí, pero...
Where is it? I'm not safe. You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like.
Ok.
To find one more. One more.
Uno más, pero...
Find the other symbol. You're lost.
Where is he? The light.
Go towards it. Focus. 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 Look. You've got them. How do I find it?
Get out. Run. Look at you.
¡No! ¡Por ahí no!
Move away. You're lost.
Por ahí no, Senua. ¡Ah! Por allá. ¡Ay!
What does your body
¿Eso quiere decir que morí? ¿Qué? ¿Es en serio? Yo que quería pasarme todo el juego sin morir.
Senua, move away. You'll die. Run! 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 It's not safe here. Run! Senua, you don't run. Your sword. You came through the wrong door. Where's your sword? What is that creature? You can't defend us. It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where's Dillian? Where are we? It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe. You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like.
Ok, está por acá. Corre, corre. Perfecto, fijamos que fue el primer intento.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. It doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Y solo se va.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
You've done
Continuamos.
the warrior trials. You need that sword. Go get the sword. You did it for the sword. You have to get the sword.
With grammar
Creí que había
reforged,
más pruebas.
you will have Odin's
Pero
blessing.
bueno, vamos por la espada maestra.
Goddess into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillian was helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
Me lo he equivocado. Bien. Vamos, Senua. Corre, prepárate para la maratón.
Dillian gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials, and she saw a way out. To leave her past behind and become a warrior in Dillian's clan.
It's not safe.
The sword is tainted by the gods of darkness. Leave it.
He left it here. He wants me to take it.
price for this.
Usa la espada,
But
Senua.
years later, with Zinbal's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. A plague.
Dalian?
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Do you see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us. You have blood on your hands.
Ok, esta escena me recuerda mucho a
They're
Doom.
coming for you now. They're coming. They're coming to get to you.
Hold your heavy strike.
Hold it.
Hold the heavy strike. Hold. Unleash the sword.
Must remember, she can focus.
Acércate, anciano, acércate.
Focus is coming back.
Down. Finish it. Finish it. He's gone. Focus. Focus now. Focus. You can do this.
Au.
Focus.
Focus now.
No, aún no.
Focus. Focus.
Al menos los mato de un ataque fuerte.
There's nowhere to run to.
In the sea of corpses, the corpse
Ahora me
waved
recuerda a
through
God of War
itself
2.
over the ones I loved. The ship broke up under them, the ship that had sailed from the land of shining fields. Their memorial stone is sacred. Come not here in the sun. Come not with a sword. Come not crying over a naked corpse. Come not with a disturbed mind.
Y lo parece el Doom Slayer ahí de fondo, ¿no?
She's lost.
She doesn't know where.
Do you hear the suffering, Senua? Does your precious gift of sight let you see the souls that rot here in this sea of corpses? Do you feel the blood running cold on your skin? Do you hear their endless cries? Do you smell their putrid wounds? They were once brothers, sisters, and loved ones. And look at what you have done to them. All because you were a coward, because you ran from your curse instead of facing it. When you turned your back on the father, Zinbo, you turned your back on the gods and let the darkness wreak havoc on your people. Why must they pay for your heresy?
He's finished.
Uy.
Surprise him.
No sabía que podía bloquear esos ataques. Ah. Bueno, quizá eso.
It's nearly over. Finish it.
Vamos, Senua.
She can still do it. You won. He's defeated. She's ready. Ready.
Remember your training.
Vamos, acércate. Continuemos.
Who is it? Galena!
Where are you?
Do you hear, Senua? Do you hear the voice of your mother, Galena?
Galena.
She calls for you, Senua. Go to her. Answer her pitiful call.
Help me!
Darkness took her life, and it will take yours. You're both dead. You both surrendered to the voices.
Your dear beloved was powerless against the darkness when it came for her. She too had a sight. She too doubted the gods and let the darkness
Senua,
infest
vamos.
her. But she didn't run. She escaped the only way she knew how. She gave her life to the gods. If only you had done the same, the world would have been spared this horror. It's not too late. She's calling for you. Why don't you join her?
Vamos, acércate.
It's building. End it. Now. It's nearly the end.
Vamos. Ah,
It's the only way. Behind you. Take no behind.
vamos.
They come for you. Behind you. Do it. You're close. Just get out of the way.
No, Senua.
Quickly get up.
Tú puedes.
Injured. Still do it. You finished it.
Vamos. Ya derroté otros más. Ustedes no me van a detener.
Finish this. Finish. Behind you. Defend yourself. Finish this. End it now. End it.
Vamos. Eso es trampa. Aléjate.
She's so weak, they can see her. He's finished.
Vamos.
Why do you still fight on? Maybe you too can suffer with your brethren as rot and let your blood seep into the seas, the rivers of hell. Isn't that what you deserve after all you've done? Give the darkness what it wants, let it swallow your soul and destroy all that you are. Why are you fighting for someone who's already dead?
Porque lo quiero.
What hope is there for him, even if his soul could be rescued? Do you think he'd thank you for what you have done to him, to his friends, to his father?
Excelente, continuemos.
You're both dead. You both surrendered to the voices. The darkness has taken you. Galena and Senua. Galena and Senua.
You are lost. There's nothing you can do. You're dead. You're both dead. Mother and daughter dead in the sea of corpses.
Vamos, Senua, tú puedes. Oye, tu cabeza está atravesando el piso.
I can't fight it anymore. Not on my own. Where are you, Mother? I want to be with you.
That night, she gave up on her world to follow in the footsteps of her mother, to go to a place where the darkness couldn't reach her.
Senua. Look at me.
No, Senua, no saltes.
Do you hear them? They're calling for me.
We've lost so many. And I've lost my father. I can't lose you.
You said it. I have blood on my hands.
I didn't say that. You've done nothing wrong.
Symbol was right. Everyone will suffer.
Zimbel is a fake. He is a hateful, bitter liar. He's poison. And his words still haunt you. Who do you trust? Him? Or me? Do you still believe in me, Senua? In us? Come back to me. Please. Don't let this darkness come between us.
Me recuerdo el Tindón como gesticula medio extraño.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. He gave her the sword with which to fight in more ways than one. And she gave him her word, never to surrender. All she needed was a little help. A little hope.
Excelente, ya tenemos espada. Vamos de regreso a matar a Hela. Y ya se largó mucho este video, así que continuaremos en el siguiente capítulo. Así que nada más. Adiós.